everyone, and welcome to Outside Interference and to the 11th episode of the Academy series. Last episode was obviously probably our most exciting episode of the season, and hopefully this episode can follow suit. I have checked around a little bit, and I do think it will live up to the expectations. Not quite as many signings as the last episode, but certainly not disappointing in any way. But before we get into this episode, I have to explain what's going on for the schedule this week. First off, Nick and I are trying to get another episode of The Outcast out, so we're probably not going to be able to have a local to global out this week, but we'll see. I might be able to get one out like Thursday or Friday. I don't know how it's all going to work out yet, but just be forewarned, there might not be a local global episode this week, and it'll come early next week. But hopefully that's not too much of a problem, and we can jump right into the awards for 2029. Wrestler of the Year was Matt Seidel, Company was CMLL, Team was Big E and Xavier Woods. Match of the Year was Matt Seidel defeating Roderick Strong at Impact Wrestling in January. Show of the Year was CMLL Infierno en el Ring. Veteran Wrestler was Penta El Zero M, also known as Pentagon Dark. Female Wrestler was Davina Rose. Most Improved Company was Premier Pro Wrestling. Independent Wrestler was Priscilla Kelly. Manager was Maurice once again. Announcer was Tanzan Inihara. And color commentator was Andres Moronis, with the referee being Takayuki Yagi, our good friend. Moving on to the male, let's see, Jacob Wolf signed with ILO, which I have no idea what that is, but as long as Jacob Wolf is getting another contract. Dragon Fist is now rated as muscular, which is nice. French Sensation signed with C4, so it looks like he's turned his back on Smash and now he's going with C4. Tiger Dream signed with GWG, so that's something I didn't see coming, but hopefully she can get a lot more matches now, obviously. Alex Reynolds is now rated as toned. Two-Face walked out on Smash Canada, so don't know what happened there, but we've been having a lot of our Academy graduates walking out and quitting companies, so maybe there's something that we forgot to teach them about being a good employee, but who knows. At least he's still with C4 along with French Sensation, so we'll probably see them get into a match together sometime in the future. But without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the matches. We'll see if Alex Reynolds did any damage to the independent scene. And 3 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Highest rating 29, average rating 22. He is probably going to get signed fairly soon. Not too much else to say about that. I don't see any real notable matches here. I might be skipping over some, but doesn't look like we are. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Brogan Bennett. Still no contract, but 1 win, 0 draws, and 3 losses on the independent scene is nothing to scoff at, especially because she did get a 30 as her highest rating and a 21 as the average. So not a bad year for Brogan Bennett. We're going to go ahead and move on to Dragon Fist, currently a mid-carder in PWG. 1 win, 1 draw, 7 losses. So despite being a mid-carder, he actually has a worse record than last year, but he does have significantly better matches. Highest rating 44, average rating 39, and he did have a shot with Gregory Sharp at the PWG World Tag Team titles. Obviously he wasn't able to garner those championships, but it does look like he has a fairly successful tag team with Gregory Sharp, which is always nice. I don't know who Gregory Sharp is. Oh, this guy. Okay, so 2 masked dudes. Nice. We're going to go ahead and move on to Frank Youngblood, currently a mid-carder in NXT, and 3 wins, 0 draws, 6 losses. It looks like he only appeared on takeover events, but a highest rating of 41, average rating 38, and now he is a mid-carder when last I think he was an opener. So hopefully next year he'll be like an upper mid-carder or main eventer, but we'll see how that goes. As long as he starts appearing on NXT TV, I think that's all you can really ask for. Next up, French Sensation. He is currently an enhancement talent for C4, and he had no matches this year, so not much you can say about that. But I'm sure that the matches will be coming soon, as C4 doesn't have a tremendously huge roster. But Jacob Wolf, still CWI Tag Champion. I think that's not. I don't think that's new. Yeah, he retained. He also had another shot at the CWI Top Contender title, and a couple shots at the Top Contender title for ILOW, and also a shot at the NWA North American Heavyweight title. So that's pretty cool. I don't know. I guess Iron League of Wrestling is also in the NWA. But 10 wins, 0 draws, 11 losses, highest rating being a 31, average rating a 24. So his ratings aren't quite as high as everybody else's, but he is signed to 2 companies right now. And, you know, he's also probably not going against the best competition when compared to, let's say, Dragon Fist and obviously Frank Youngblood. But hopefully he can get there in the future and maybe get signed to NXT himself, or maybe like one of the bigger independents like Ring of Honor, Impact, something like that. But Junior Scorpio, he is currently 270 in the Power 500, so he just keeps climbing. Maybe we'll get to see him in the top 10 eventually, but currently a WXW main eventer. No titles to his name, but he had 39 matches, I think that is. Lots of shotgun appearances, which is great. Quite a few shots at the Unified Wrestling title, both in back-to-back weeks. But unfortunately he was not able to garner it, even though he did defeat the champion. After that, he did not get a one-on-one chance. But 27 wins, 0 draws, 12 losses, highest rating a 67, average rating a 57. So let me go ahead and take a look at his top 10 matches, because this has to be all WXW. It is, except for a couple EWA matches. So EWA did treat him pretty well as his previous employer, but unfortunately they didn't treat him well enough, because as most of you know, he did quit. Sam Barron unfortunately did not get any matches, but we'll go ahead and move on to Tiger Dream, who's an opener in GWG, and she got 3 matches, 1 win, 0 draws, 2 losses, highest rating 20, average rating 17, so obviously not great, but she got matches and she has a contract, so I'm sure she won't be complaining too much. Two-Face, currently a lower mid-carder in C4, so he actually moved down. We'll see how he did. 5 wins, 1 draw, 7 losses. So he had more wins and less losses, but his ratings actually suffered a bit. Highest rating 38, average rating 32. And I think this was basically just because he left Smash. I guess he wasn't really getting booked too often, but at the same time, I think he got actually booked in Smash more than C4, so I really don't know what happened there. Hopefully it doesn't affect his ratings too much in the future, but Two-Face will probably be able to work through it and get to the next level of his career regardless. Next up, Walter Wall unfortunately has not gotten that contract yet, but I'm sure it's coming soon. 2 wins, 0 draws, 4 losses, highest rating 34, average rating 24. And I think that is an improvement over last year, so he's still improving in ratings. But yeah, that is a significant improvement over last year, so still improving in ratings. He just needs to be on a more consistent schedule. But that's pretty much going to end off the episode. I suppose we could look at the WWE Champions, because I do not remember the last time we did that. And I'm sure they are vastly different. Chris Stark, current Cruiserweight. Dash Wilder, Intercontinental. I could see that in 10 years maybe. Gringo Loco and Ethan Silver are the Raw Tag Team Champions. Billie Kay is the Raw Women's. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder are SmackDown. SmackDown Women's is Lacey Evans, also known as Lana. United States is Shima Zion, also known as GJZ. Universal is Cesaro. And World Heavyweight is Xavier Woods. That's pretty cool. I would love to see Xavier Woods get a singles run after the New Day inevitably split up. Don't know when that's going to happen or if he will get a singles run in WWE, but wherever he goes, most likely New Japan because Kenny's there, he will do great because he's obviously the most charismatic person in the New Day, and he's also, not too bad in the ring, if I do say so myself. But enough gushing about Xavier Woods. That's going to go ahead and end off the episode. If you did like, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. and I will see you guys in the next one.